y'all in when we get on YouTube.
So we're coming to you live from Kingston Field. If you have just joining us, thanks for joining us. We tried to get on the Facebook there for a short period of time just to try and get you something while we were waiting for the live stream to come live here. So 7:57 to go in the first quarter. Wolves just took the lead 7-0. Kingston had a 3 and out. Wolves are able to drive the length of the field. The 1-yard touchdown run by Jake Parker puts it on the board first. Levi Bullen's extra point now 7-0. Wolves hit the lead.
Is that better, guys?
I think I just lost everything. I lost all my sound mic.
Are we?
Right there. Page. Yeah, you'll have to go.
Test. Test. So here we go. After that King survey kickoff, Kingston back on the field. Kingston. Yeah, two guys go into motion here for the Redskins. Put another guy in motion. The ball is on the ground. Just a kind of a comedy of errors that time by Kingston. Had a couple different guys go into motion. Missed the pitch was intended for the receiver as he crossed. Just unable to hit him. Ball's on the ground. A dangerous play, but Kingston's able to recover.
Chase, did we get a new cord or is it working? This is working. It's just working.
So 7:30 to go. Wolves leading 7-0. Kingston facing a second 17 after that loss. Handoff straight up the middle this time. He's got some room to run. Blocking down the field. Good run that time by Kingston. It's not going to be enough for the first down, but he's going to pick up about 12 yards on that run. Ball's now at the 42-yard line. 3rd and 6 for Kingston. Quarterback's going to keep. He's going to be hit in the backfield and be dropped for a loss. The Wolves will hold defensively. It looks like Kingston's going to have to punt the ball. Good job by the Davis defense getting off the field again. Back deep for the Wolves to receive this. Is going to be number 30, Brendan Rawls. Number 11 for Kingston will the kick. High snap. Good job by that young man of getting the ball, but gets the ball, kicks the ball almost straight up in the air to cut the wind. Very little, not for very much yardage on that punt, about 15 yards. So Wolves are going to have the ball about midfield. Second possession, leading currently 7-0 with 6:02 to go in the first quarter.
I need the little.
So here we go this time. Wolves under center in the flex bone formation this time. Quick pitch out on the edge. Actually, it's a belly dump underneath. So talking to the coaches this week, one of the things there you're going to see a little bit more of is you're going to see that quick pitch out on the edge. When they don't pitch it, he'll actually come back underneath to the fullback.
Right. Whoa. Hello. I'm okay. Hey, if you can hear me, I'm hot. Like, I'm loud.
So 5:39 to go in the first quarter. That clock continues to tick. 48 now at the 48-yard line on the Kingston side of the field. Wolves facing a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I'll try to be a little quiet, Brad.
Another dive play up front that time. So one of the things that they actually did last week, and they did it on the fly, which I think is pretty cool. So trying to get a little more movement up front. They actually moved the flex bone under center last week for the first time, and they actually made that call during the game. So usually it's a shotgun snap, but they wanted a little bit quicker handoff, quicker pop underneath. And again, they came out in that predominantly so far tonight. Even when they're in the flex bone, they're under center. Everybody is close to the line of scrimmage.
Right. Okay.
Again, quick pop again.
We're better now. I was pretty loud there for a second, Brad.
I'm trying to fix it for you guys.
You're the man, Bobby.
Bobby is the man.
Bobby has been slaving away back here, and it's been kind of one thing after the other, but we're getting things to work.
So fourth down for the Wolves here, just about the 43-yard line. So fourth and about 3. So this is going to be an interesting play. Fourth and medium. Wolves are going to come back out in that flex bone look. Parker back under center. Again, this is the hard count zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, the handoff does go. Quarterback's going to keep it. I'll tell you what, I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, they're marking it. They're marking it. By the way, excuse me, guys, I'm stuttering all over myself because I'm working back here.
You're fine.
He's about a yard short from where I'm sitting.
Gain of 2, needed 3, so Kingston will take over on downs now.
Real quick shout out to the 135 we got watching. We got guys. If I'm not mistaken, I can look at it again later. But at one point we had about 50 people watching us on Facebook, which I appreciate because that was guerrilla broadcasting at its finest.
Well, not only that, but you only had 50 Facebook friends, so that's amazing that all of them were watching.
Look at us. It was on the Wolf Media.
Okay, well,
page,
never mind.
So I had a lot more than normal.
Yeah,
Brad,
there you go. Awesome.
Jerk.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Kingston now facing first down. This is their third offensive possession. Ball is on the ground, and the Wolves are going to recover it. Brendan Rawls there missed that.
Nice.
Quarterback, tailback missed the handoff. Rawls dives in, comes up with the ball. The Wolves are cooking again now.
Yeah.
On the Kingston side of the field, they're going to mark that ball at about the 37-yard line. So Kingston fumbles the ball. Wolves take over. .350 to go in the first quarter. Wolves leading 7-0. So Kingston, they've made a lot of offensive mistakes so far early in this game. Handoff goes to number 3, Malachi White. Just not a whole lot there. Again, Kingston has been really good at the point of attack tonight. Wolves are going to have to start moving bodies if we're going to score some points in this game.
I finally get to join the conversation, guys.
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
I'm out from behind the laptop now.
Second down and 10.
Hot in my ears.
Oh, there we go. Another negative yardage play there. Tell you what, we're getting beat up front right now.
Yeah, we're not able to hold those blocks and keep everything going.
Looks like a loss of about 4 yards on that play. He's going to bring up a third and about 14. Ball is back at the 42-yard line. Another flex bone look this time. Quarterback's going to draw back to pass. Parker is flushed out of the pocket. He's trying to get rid of the ball. There's a flag downfield, an incomplete pass, but I think that's also going to be a hold. Quarterback just had no chance that time. As soon as he dropped back, he already had somebody in his pocket. And it is a holding on the Wolves. The penalty is declined. So going to bring up a 4th and 15, and it looks like the Wolves are going to punt for the first time this evening. In their last series, they were stopped on downs in the Kingston territory. This time it looks like they're going to be stopped. for a second consecutive series, so we'll see what we can get going here.
Looks like
man, that wind is brutal.
Boy, if it's not one thing, if it's another, boys,
yeah.
we're stuck.
The glories of being in the stands.
So 24 Lane Rawls back to punt this ball.
Oh, got a good step into it.
Nice roll.
I'll take that. He touched it.
I think he touched that
he
ball.
Touched
Let's see
it.
if we get it. They're going to call a touchback. So
yeah,
they're going to say that he didn't touch it, but
I
man,
thought it hit
him.
him.
Close.
Whoa. Okay. I thought he touched it.
I think that's what Parker is arguing out on the field right now, is that made contact with him. But Parker is calling for a touchdown right there. Let's see.
We got fans and everybody calling for a touchdown. It's about the only time I'd ever want replay.
Yeah, right.
So Kingston now 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I hear some fans calling for some instant replay up here. We might have to get that in.
Yeah,
it would just
might
make
have
us
to
mad.
make that happen. I mean,
it would just make us mad.
It's right now. It's one more thing on top of a whole lot of other things we got going on.
That doesn't work. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. Handoff this time goes to the tailback. Nice little cutback.
Nice little cut. He got a good push there.
Good job by the defense of punishing him once Brendan Rawls.
Brendan Rawls polished it off.
Yeah,
sure.
he did, didn't he? That kid took a hit at the end of it. That's number 12, the sophomore for Kingston. Getting tackled by number 30, the sophomore for Davis. Kingston with the first down now at the 30-yard line. Went back to him again. Again, a nice spin move there.
You know, you got to give it to that little running back. He's been pretty elusive the last couple of plays.
He has. He's looked good.
Even when people are hanging on to him, he's still trucking and still making other people miss. So they're going to have to put a helmet on him and make him not want to carry the ball for a little bit.
Pass out in the flat that time is covered pretty well by the defense. He hit almost immediately after he makes the catch. So I believe that was 17, Seth Knapp out in coverage.
Kingston looking to take third and about 1 from the 40-yard line.
Quarterback's going to keep. Yeah, a little follow behind the tailback there. He's going to pick up the first down, get just past the 45-yard line.
He's actually going to cross. Oh, yeah, 45. Man,
I thought that was midfield myself.
I did too. I was like, man,
that
that kind of looks like midfield, but no, it's not. The red and white line is midfield.
So first down for Kingston. Still on their side of the field, but now at the 45-yard line. Quick pitch out on the edge, makes the first guy miss. Again, had a shot at him there.
Had a shot at him, but got real close to getting a face mask.
Too many arm tackles there. Ran through 2 of them by
yeah, he
defenders.
ran right past him and was trying to grab him as he ran by and got real close to getting called for a face mask there. But we do get lucky and, don't get the call, but unfortunately do give up the first down.
So another 1st and 10 for Kingston now at the Davis 39-yard line. Actually, I think that's a 44-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep this time. 24 Lane Rawls the hammer there. Going to bring him down after a short gain. Again, they've got the defense guessing right now. That is the end of the first quarter. So after 1, Davis currently leading 7-0.
Well, it's been an evening.
It has.
It's been interesting. I always like how everybody kind of scoots away from the old broadcast team when they're in when they're in the stands, right?
Well, a little earlier, I mean, we were right up in it with the. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Both on Facebook earlier and now on YouTube.
We got almost about 190 people watching with us right
Hey,
now.
we'll take it. We appreciate it.
Aiden Fagundes, you're sitting at home watching. I knew you told me you were at home watching. I'm glad you finally got to get on there and get on the chat this time. So glad to have you watching. Maddie White, I know she's watching from Pauls Valley. Glad to have you. Tyler Summers says he rewinded on YouTube, and he said he 100% touched that ball. That should have been a touchdown.
We agree.
We agree 100%.
Yeah. And then
so
Michelle,
in our minds, it's 14-0.
Yes, and Michelle Woodall wants us to shout out her nephew, Jordan Luker.
I see him.
He is out there.
Number 60.
I'm
looking at him.
He is on the sideline. Is it what number? Which one?
60.
60. There he is. Oh, the flowing mullet.
He's got that Kentucky waterfall rocket.
So here goes Kingston again. Again, quarterback's going to keep. He's going to be met. That time, Malachi White did a good job of kind of holding on. The guy tried to hurdle him, brought down after a short down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short here. 3rd and about 3 or 3rd and 2 here. Ball at the 40-yard line. So let's see if the Wolves are able to get off the field. Handoff goes to the tailback here. I think that's going to be a 1st down, but he's right at the stick. So if not, it's going to be a 4th and short.
Based on the near side, Judge, I'm going to say he probably could pick that up. But
yep.
They are.
So 1st down for the Kingston Redskins.
Are they not the Kingston Commanders at this point?
They are not.
I thought I would ask.
They can be if you want them to be.
No, I'm good. Go with the Colgate Tigers.
33-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep this time. Ooh, he's hammered that time.
Yeah.
A couple different people in on that tackle. Number 54, which I believe is Mason Tomlinson. Let me double check that real quick. Mason Tomlinson, and then also number 30, Brendan Rawls in on that tackle. 2nd down and about 7.
Oh, my YouTube updated. We have 207 right now.
All right.
Oh, there's a holdout on the edge. They are not going to throw. There's the flag. It's late. But man, live, they had the guy out on the defensive end there. He was getting mugged. I hope that guy bought him dinner before he took him around the corner there.
Oh, Brad.
So that's going to back him up. .40 to go in the 2nd quarter. Wolves leading 7-0. Second and 19. This is a good opportunity for the Wolves to get a stop here. Let's see what we can do. Twin formation to each side. Quarterback's going to throw the ball downfield. He's got a guy open, just overthrew him, and boy, we got lucky on that one. Defense got confused. They had a guy wide open about 15 yards down the field, and the quarterback just airmailed it over his head.
Oh, the quarterback's visual. He was upset, screaming at his coaches on that one. Now they're kind of in the ear of the wide receiver.
Man, that guy was wide open. So I don't know if maybe he ran the wrong play or if he just didn't run through the play and just
based on
stopped.
Coaches and quarterback's reaction, I'm going to go with he probably ran the wrong route or something.
Yep.
And he wasn't where he was supposed to be. Now, if I'm the quarterback and I overthrow somebody that far, I'm going to act like they ran the wrong route too.
Me too.
But
like, where were you?
Yeah, what are you doing there?
Yeah, man.
But that's just me.
So 3rd and 19 now for Kingston, and I got a feeling we'll see that play again here later on. And what do we have here? We've got I think they called a penalty there.
Yeah, I don't know. He motioned like he was.
He motioned like he was calling a holding play. But yeah, I think he's just calling timeout. But I really don't know. So this could be a Lonnie Tepechi.
This is a
timeout
Lonnie Tepechi
at
timeout.
Pebbles Real Estate.
Lonnie Tepechi with Pebbles Real Estate timeout. Thank you for being a sponsor with us. We are gracious enough now to we got everything working. Alexis Davis on the laptop. She's doing a phenomenal job. as you see Lonnie's
Are we
logo
not
on the
having to
screen.
do
Hey, and I don't know if Alexis is really the one that got all this stuff working again, but we're going to give her credit because she's probably more responsible than anybody else.
How are we running the? Is somebody having to hold that box in one
No,
place
no,
now?
the box is actually stationary and hooked up and on a
we've got
previous cord.
We've got some duct tape around
Really?
it.
Yeah.
I think there's
Duct tape and baling
I think
wire.
somebody went and got two 2x4s. We nailed those
So
to the
it's working
control. I don't
somehow?
know.
It is working.
We'll take it.
Yeah, just take it and run with it.
Got a rabbi coming up.
Somebody did some welding, I think, for a few minutes.
Johnny Tonica, if you're out there, please pray for us that this live stream continues on through this broadcast.
So here we go, 3rd and 19. Quarterback is going to draw back to pass. Ball is intended downfield. Oh, he's got a man open. Let's
Spun
see.
around.
I'll
Looked
tell
like
you what,
he
it's going to be
won.
short of the first
It's
down.
going to be short
but
of the first down, but it's going to be
good
a 4 down.
yardage.
Going to be in 4 down territory where they're probably obviously going to go for this.
Yeah, it's going to be about 4th down and about 7, I think, depending on
they're
4th
gonna-
and 6.
Yeah, 4th and 6, 4th and 5 even maybe.
So again, 13 yards on that
They're gonna
completion.
they're going to call it 4th and 5.
Yep.
So,
So here we go. Good opportunity here. 4th down
defense.
for Kingston.
Defense got to clamp down here.
Davis trying to get off the field here, facing a 4th and 5 from their own 28-yard line.
So Seth Knapp creep up a little bit.
Quarterback's
Watching
going
that
to drop
outside.
back. Ball is
throwing
thrown
it
up.
deep.
That is
Nice
picked off.
Intercepted by Malachi White.
What are they going to call here? I'm still waiting for it. Can you guys see?
They
No,
are
I
looking
can't
right
see.
now.
It
Look,
looks
they're,
like they're
they're
looking.
discussing it, but that's an
Depending on where
interception.
he called
They're gonna
it.
call
There
it a
is. They're going to
touchback.
call it a touchback. That's an interception. The Wolves will take over at the 20. Now, the only bad thing about that is if we let it go, we have better field position. But,
Hey.
you know,
Well, the touchback we're going to be on the 20.
yeah.
But it's better than what I thought either. So at first I thought if he caught it
out of the end zone.
and took it in, well then it's
We're going to go with he caught that in the end zone.
yeah. I'm with
Nobody go back and review that one.
I'm just saying.
So, again, after the interception, Wolves will take over at the 20-yard line. And, again, all we needed was the stop on 4th down, and we got that. So we are back in business here. Wolves back in that flex bone look. This time another run up front, this time by Lane Rawls. Again, very little there. Picks up about 1 or 2.
Zoom in a little bit.
Again, want to see us testing those edges a little bit more as the game goes on. We predominantly ran between the tackles, and gonna have to stretch that out as the night goes on. Again, Kingston overloading the middle of the field. Okay, there we go, out on the edge. Parker's going to run the option, keep the ball. He's going to pick up a first.
Hey, I'm going to give – that was a great keep there.
Yep. It was
really
the right
not
read.
Yeah, not a lot of room. And that defender obviously keyed on Malachi, was expecting that pitch. Jake kind of motioned his shoulder that way a little bit, made the guy move that way, kept it, and picked up good yardage there. Great job by Jake.
So first down for the Wolves at the 30-yard line after that first down run by Parker. And again, we're back on that edge. That's where we're going to have to do some. We're going to have to live out there for a little bit this evening until they stop it. Because right now they've got everything on the interior. Trying to stop that inside run.
They're going to call false start.
False start that time by the offense. And again, after that nice first down pickup, I hate to see us get behind the change to start the next series. It's going to move us back 5, so it'll be 1st and 15 at the 25-yard line. Sevy's getting real close to me over here. It's starting to make me a little uncomfortable, just for the record. Yeah, there you go. Well, he's kind of watching. Hey, well, it's kind of like my own little apprentice over here, right?
Sevy makes people uncomfortable anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. There you go. Wow. Shots fired. Did you hear that one, Sevy? You didn't even get to listen to it, so that's okay.
Go.
Option out on the edge again. Parker's going to keep again. He's going to get hit and brought out of bounds. Gain of about, what do you think, about 5 yards on that?
Yeah, he got back to about the original line of scrimmage. So.
Yep.
Almost the same exact play as they picked up that first down a while ago.
So 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. So, yeah, it's exactly the original line of scrimmage. And again, that's what getting behind the change hurts you. You know, you get a 5-yard run, and instead of 2nd and 5, you're
still looking at
second 10. Yep. Quick pitch out on the edge. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be caught on the hop by Seth Knapp there, but again, went down, and he got hammered there at the end.
Yeah, no, I mean, it hit the ground, and he wasn't going to recover from that one. So.
Yep. Well, at least he was able to recover the ball, and that's again, it's going to be 3rd and long, but.
And that pitch is hard to catch when you're moving different directions like that.
Seth is coming off the field, kind of.
Yeah, he kind of caught that helmet right in the midsection there. So
I guarantee you, he's sucking air for a minute.
Yeah, he's feeling that one. So when he got hit, he was kind of running straight up and down. So you know, he was kind of got lit up on that one. So 3rd and 23 from their own 17-yard line. We need to pick up some yardage here. Give our punter a little more room, and looks like we got another penalty here.
We're gonna call another false start, I believe.
That's down to paying attention.
You know, that mental mistakes. We talked about it last week. We had a rough game ball security-wise last week. You know, and like you said, those are mental things. Right now, the false starts, those are mental things. And this is something that Davis is going to have to fix if we plan on making it run into the playoffs.
You just can't continue to make errors against good teams because they get you beat. So got to clean that up as the season progresses. So 3rd and 28 now from the 12-yard line. So far a negative 8 yards on this series.
Tried to get him to come offside, and it didn't happen.
We've got another flag. No. I think 2 different guys went into motion there, so I think that's going to be a 3rd consecutive penalty on this drive.
So we got 215 people watching with us. The Pullen family, they're watching from Florida.
Illegal shift that time by the Wolves. Again, we saw those 2 guys go into motion there. At the same time, I knew we saw that one coming. So again, you got to go pretty deep into your playbook to pull out that 3rd and 33 play.
Well, they just changed the board to 4th and 20.
Yeah.
4th and 20, which
on the 20.
I don't. Yeah, and I don't know what to think about that. I don't have any idea unless they.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
I don't think we're the only ones, so I don't think the coaches are sure what the heck happened either. So here comes the punt team, though. So that 4th down is.
It's going to stay in this 4th down.
It's going to stick. So 4th and 20 from the 20. Rawls back to punt here. Good snap. Pretty good kick is going to go come to a stop at about the 47-yard line.
Shout out to Miss Lampkin. She's always at home watching with us. She's a very loyal viewer of the Wolf Media broadcast and a very big proponent for all these students. I'm not sure why, but she is. She does like these kids.
Been a lot of possessions here in the first half by both teams.
Man, I just looked up and like there's 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, and it's only 8:06.
Yeah, no, this game is flying.
Oh, big hit right there.
Nice job that time.
I don't know, Brad, if you saw that or not, but as that handoff was made, it was almost a little bit of a bobble. So maybe.
No, yeah, I thought if he'd have hit him a second quicker, that ball's on the
ground and maybe over on the far sideline.
Ty Barnett's helmet came off, so he's got to sit out for a play.
So Jackson Bonner will come in and replace him here. 6:06 to go in the first half. 2nd and 11 now at the 48-yard line for Kingston. After that loss of 1. Quarterback is going to keep again here. Again, good job there. 45, Spencer Clinton, the polecat himself.
Reaching in there and making that tackle.
I like to see that. You know, we've really struggled with that quarterback run game.
Yeah.
You know, through the first 3 or 4 games of the season.
If
So
you look at the teams we've played, how have they beat us? Sulphur with their fantastic quarterback and his legs. Wynnewood, same thing. Pauls Valley, same thing. You know,
Holdenville, same
Holdenville, they've all had success at that.
So like to see that. Quarterback's going to roll out. Ball's
Gotta
intended
get bump
downfield. It's
on
going to
it.
be short.
I'm waiting to see if they're going to. They are not.
No,
Yeah.
he got good pressure on him. I think it was a continuation of the original hit.
And
So
it
they
looked like
weren't gonna
that's the
call
way the
it.
ref was going to
And
go.
I
but
almost wondered if he was doing a little acting there. If you notice, he was on the ground,
Yeah,
kind
kinda
of calling
motioning,
for the
yeah.
call, motioning for the call, and he's not going to get it. So Wolves will take this punt, I think.
Hey, guys, keep your heads on a swivel right now.
Yeah, here we go.
Cheerleaders throwing the red hots into the
Yep.
stands.
I always hope for
Catch
my
some
daughter.
of the teeth.
I always hope for my daughter being on the far side because she does aim for me, I think.
Well, I see Katie McCaskill down in front of us. I know she's probably aiming right at me.
Yeah. Or her mother because her mom actually caught it. So I don't know. You know, either way.
If she was aiming at me,
The ball's on the ground.
Ball out. Get there. Wrap. Oh, you got to wrap up. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Stick him. That's number 55.
So they are unable to get the punt away, and the Wolves will take over at the Kingston side of the field. 55 for the Wolves, which is Colton Horton.
That's
Colton
Colton
Horton. Oh, Scooter Horton.
Scooter Horton himself.
Colton Horton
What are you,
with a
what are you
big
saying,
tackle.
Sevy?
Sevy's just said he's super proud of Colton Horton out
That's
there
exactly
on the field.
right.
That is Scooter Horton for you
So
people at home.
5:13 to go in the first half. Wolves trying to add to a
That number was
7-0
up from
lead.
there. I was like, hey, I'm proud of him.
Parker's going to take the ball out on the edge on a
Go,
quarterback
Jake.
keep. He's going to pick up some good positive yards.
I'll tell you
Knock
what.
one of the defenders about
Number
almost to
12
the track.
Number 12 got all he wanted out
Yeah.
of Jake Parker.
Yeah, 12 was going to make the tackle. Instead, he got knocked to the track.
So getting another text, Mr. Fielding is watching with his wife Joyce from Kentucky.
Hey,
Nice.
Brother Gary.
Brother Gary watching from Kentucky.
So 5 yards on that first down play. He's going to bring up a 2nd 5 at the 34-yard line. Wolves on the Kingston side of the field. Another quarterback keep out on the option. He's got a little bit of room in front of him. He's got a lead blocker. Let's
Go,
see if he can get
go,
there. He's going to be
go.
brought down just short of the end zone, but again, gets down to about looks like around the 4-yard line there. Nice run that time by Jake Parker. Kind of had Luke Linville out in front, lead blocking for him. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Wolves at the 4-yard line. Kingston have a lot of people in their stands tonight. They got a good crowd
They
tonight
got a
on
good
their side.
crowd. You know, they come back down to 2A, kind of expecting some good things from them this year. So I'm not surprised to see a big crowd out here tonight. And
Parker
Jake
in
Parker,
the end zone. That's a touchdown. Did a good job that time by Parker of just kind of picking his spot, looking for the open hole, is able to punch it in, and just like that, the Wolves now lead 13-0 with the extra point to come.
You got them across this way. Get rid of some of this extra.
As you guys can kind of hear, Mr. Morris, we're directing our cameraman who's
It's so weird because we're here in the stands, so we don't have a monitor. I don't have anything to look at.
right.
And that's the camera's probably the thing I'm the pickiest about. It's what I know.
Yeah.
So
You know, Hayden, everybody needs to
He's
understand
doing a
at home,
great job,
He's doing a
yeah.
great job for what we're having to work with.
Okay, out a little bit.
Extra point is up, and it is.
It is
looks
good.
Good. Just like that,
All right.
14-0 with 4:55 to go in the first half. Wolves leading.
Right in just a little bit more.
Levi Pullen making those kicks count thus far
Hey,
tonight.
he did. You know, he struggled a little bit. He got a case of the yips last week. It looks like he is back on track.
Back on track, and you know, right there, kicking into the wind.
Yeah, that's a hard kick.
You know, that's a tough kick, and moving across the thing. So
His kickoffs have looked good. His extra points have looked good so far, like what we're seeing.
as we're getting ready for a King Surveying kickoff, again, Alexis quick on the draw. Got that logo up on the screen for King Surveying. Thank you to them for being a sponsor. Also want to give a shout out to Lori Clinton. She commented on the chat a while ago talking about her son Spencer. We're going to be debuting a new commercial for her next Thursday night.
Does he have a polecat hat in it? Go ahead and tell us.
I'm not going to speak to that.
Okay, all right. Maybe he
so,
does.
you know, we'll just have to wait and see. You guys be sure and check out our live stream and check out the commercial for them as they've jumped on to be a sponsor with us, and we appreciate that very much.
Uptown Formal Wear, correct?
Yes, located in the Thompson Square,
that's
of Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Otherwise known as Tiffany Plaza for us old people.
For us old people, that is Tiffany Plaza, but now called Thompson Square in Ardmore.
Pullen's kick is going to be fielded in the air. It's going to be hit right at the sideline there. Not a lot of room to
I
run.
didn't think he had that much room to run over there.
No, me neither.
And I really thought he was going to go out of bounds, but they kind of stuck him right there in the middle.
So Kingston will take over at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kingston. 4:49 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 14-0. Quarterback, quick pass across the crossing route right there is going to be brought down, but not before he gets a first down. Dakota Carter in coverage. Kingston now 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass again. Pump fakes, and he's looking to go downfield. And again,
deep, but there's going to be.
are you
There's there is multiple flags on that.
Two flags. That ball was 12 yards over the guy's head.
But there was actually a flag down here on the line, so I think we're going to be called for offsides as well as pass interference.
Wow.
But hopefully they have a little discussion to understand that ball was 12 yards over his head.
There were two officials that threw it down at the receiver, so I'm uncomfortable with that one where they're but again, that was an uncatchable ball.
So real quick, while they kind of have that Jeopardy discussion out there about what they're going to call, would some scores that pertain to us. Frederick 27 over Purcell at Purcell.
Hey, let's talk about that game yesterday, Bobby. That's a district game.
Yes, that is a district game. Atoka
and Holdenville.
Holdenville pulling out the win by essentially a 2-point conversion.
That's exactly right.
You know, at 22-20. So, man, guys, I'm really going to double down on the fact that I think Holdenville is going to be a fighter right there at the end in that for that one of those top spots in the playoffs.
And Atoka being a little saltier than we thought they might have been.
Yep. So,
okay, so false start against the Redskins.
That penalty offsets.
Yeah, offsetting penalty here, but
okay, so that works out in our favor.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll take it.
So that's just a redo. So let's redo that one.
Colgate up 14-0 over Lexington.
I got a text earlier from a buddy of mine who's in Lexington, and had told me that they were like so far into the first quarter that was the deal, and said that the game had to have started at 2:30.
Oh,
wow.
You know, we talked about how long the game took last week. Oh,
number 12 there, nice little jump cut there. He's able to make the first couple guys
made
miss.
Some real good moves there in the middle of everything.
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
What happened?
They're saying we come up with the ball.
They're trying. Oh, they're marking him down. I don't know how that's possible.
Well, that ref is catching an earful now.
Man.
So just like that, Kingston is able to pick up the first down there. I did not see how he ended up
basically
with that ball,
as he was making the tackle, basically
stripped
the ball from him, and as they went to the ground, Luke came up with the ball. I think that was Luke, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I believe.
Yeah, that was Luke Linville. Came with the ball. Should be going the other way, but it will stay right here with Kingston.
So 3:57 to go before half. Busted play this time. Quarterback's just going to keep the ball. Be brought down after a couple here. Mason Tomlinson and also number 24, Lane Rawls in on that tackle. Bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 26-yard line. Oh, wing T look this time by Kingston. He's going to put it out on the edge.
So I just want to, you know,
Wing T.
we
Wing
talk
T,
about
that's right.
we talk about scores from other games and things. We all kind of use the same app, Scoredle, to go out and look at that. And I was just kind of looking. I was actually updating the Davis score on the Scoredle app, and there was 375 votes for this game. You guys got any idea which percentage went where for that game?
I know one of them that voted for Davis was me, so.
I'm going to say probably most of them probably went to Kingston.
It was 75-25 that Kingston was going to win this ball game.
Wow. Ball's intended downfield, and again, there is a
Yeah,
just
there didn't need to be a flag on that.
No chance at that one. So, you know, the statistics, you know, I guess I'll have to throw a few of them out. Thank you again, Boyd Fulton, for providing us
Boyd
lots and
Fulton
lots.
is magical Excel sheet.
Hey, and Boyd
sent
is going to be
this week.
joining us on the broadcast.
He will be
here.
joining us next week for a few minutes. Man, I was ecstatic when he emailed us all the other day with his spreadsheet that he just completed 10 years worth of work
It's
on
awesome.
this spreadsheet. There is so much information in it. It is so cool to look at. Thank you, Boyd Fulton, for all that you have done for Davis Sports.
So 4th down and 3 for Kingston. Oh, man, they had a chance to get him in the backfield. Let's see where they mark it. He is right at the stick. They're marking it as a 1st down. I would have liked to have seen a measurement on that, but we are not going to get that. 1st and 10 for Kingston. Kingston still challenging. Ball's at the 20-yard line now. 2:35 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 14-0. Heavy look this time by Kingston. They're going to shift 2 guys to the opposite side of the field. Now the heavy look is on the opposite side. Quarterback is going to keep. Got a little bit of a room lane there to run in.
That was a crazy little solo combat roll. The guy out here on the outside from Kingston.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
saw
think
that.
anybody was around him. He just threw it down.
So that clock continues to tick.
Yeah, we're almost at halftime. It is 8:20.
2nd down and 1. Ball's at the 11-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep again.
Keeper.
He's got some room to run. I'll tell you what, he's going to be.
He's going to stop at about
just short.
Yeah,
but
he's going to
man,
be about the 2-yard line, maybe even the 1.
It's going to be enough for a Stevens Construction Redskin 1st down. Ball's going to be on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the Redskins. 1:50 left in the half.
handoff goes to the tailback this time, and let's see if he
what they're
got
gonna
in.
say.
He's right
Nope,
there. If he
they're
didn't.
gonna, no, they're going
A
to
little
say
bit short.
short.
To bring up a 2nd goal. Again, good job by Kingston here, kind of controlling this clock. Again, they're in no hurry to get this play in at the 1-yard line. 1:15 to go before halftime.
Now, Wolves get the ball at half, correct?
Yes.
They stopped him
I'll
short.
tell you what, he stopped short.
He's stuck.
No, they're going to mark him short. He was kind of trying to make that extra dive in.
Yep.
kind of got high centered there. before he
Good
made
job
it
that
in.
time by the Wolves. A submarining up front, you know, just kind of building that pile where he had nowhere to go but over the top. Mason Tomlinson there. Nice play. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 1. 44 seconds go. Just like that, we've got a Lenny Tepechi, Pebbles Real Estate timeout by the Kingston Redskins.
Close
Man,
enough.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Brad on the call there.
There you go. I tried to help you guys out.
I noticed in our chat, I shouted out Aiden Fagundes for watching earlier. He texted me, or shot us a message in the chat, said, "Hey, Bobby, if you called me out, I was feeding pigs." So, Aiden, yes, I did call you out. Now I'm calling you out again for missing our broadcast, man. What are you doing?
For feeding pigs.
Yeah. Hey, priorities, man, priorities.
So Wolves looking to change the streak. So Kingston currently on a two-game winning streak over the Wolves. They won both in 2000. That would have been in 2018 and 2019. You know, prior to that, The Wolves had a 29-game winning streak over Kingston. So, again, Kingston's won the last 2. We're looking to get back on that winning streak, start a new one for the Wolves.
You know, I'm anxious to see, you know, we will play them this year, we will play them next year. And then, you know, then it comes the big split for 2A.
And that's if Kingston stays in 2A.
Yeah.
You know, they recently, last year they were in 3A. Last 2 years they've been in 3A. So they've been in that Sulphur district.
So, we're going to play them this year, next year. So, like to redeem both those years.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. 3rd and 1 from the 1-yard line. Again, 45 seconds to go before halftime. Quarterback is going to keep. He is hit.
Got
He's
it
in.
that time. The Redskins line got a good push.
They did get a good push.
Boy, and that's wow, I really just looked up for the first time. That's a heck of a crowd on the Kingston
It's a good one,
side.
isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people sitting in on the grass out there.
We're sitting in the middle of quite a few people ourselves who made the trip from Davis. So
I'm just glad the wind finally kind of died down, so it wasn't like blaring into our microphones, which is great.
It's really nice weather this evening. Good temperature. So here is the extra point by Kingston. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 42 seconds to go in the first half, it is now 14-7. Davis leading.
Got in the chat, we got Jimmy Schultz. Let's go Wolves, watching from Cleveland, Ohio. Not to be confused with Cleveland, Oklahoma.
Okay, well, you know, I was a little curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know where both of those are.
So you guys may have seen. You guys probably know the answer to this, but I'm going to check anyway.
7.
So, 1986.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Davis Wolves have the Oklahoma State playoff record for fewest points allowed in the playoffs, which were 2 points in 5 games. Do you know who the only team to score those 2 points was?
The only team.
I guess Kingston, because the 2 were playing.
There you go. That was pretty easy. But
Wow.
yes, it was Kingston. The only gave up 2 points in the playoffs, and it was Kingston who did it.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently, it didn't do them much good because we still won state. But they still won.
You know,
They
whatever works,
did
right?
get 2 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our biased broadcast, which we did not get to preface during the D&D Collectibles pregame.
Which was on Facebook.
Yes, we get a King surveying kickoff here as Kingston gets ready to kick off with 42 seconds to go in this half.
Let's get us a good return here, gentlemen.
Something.
Okay, Dakota Carter's going to hand off this time to number 17, Seth Knapp. Knapp trying to find some room to run, gets the ball down to about the 25-yard line.
I'm going to say I'm not the biggest fan of any of that.
Well, I don't mind that the handoff or fake handoff, you know, if you're separated to begin the play. But they basically were standing right beside each other.
Basically. Bobby's making up words.
Basically standing right beside each other. So I'm kind of with you, Mr.
Well,
Morse.
really what happened, if he would have continued to run opposite, then that play may work. But when you cut back and you go back where your other guy is, it kind of
really
eliminates
defeats the purpose.
The surprise. Handoff up the middle this time.
I don't expect to see anything out of the ordinary here. Just, you know, maybe even take this one all the way down to the
So 22
half.
seconds. We may get one more play off here, and we may just take a knee and see what's going on. Now, Jared is either having muscle spasms or he's signaling to throw the ball, but I don't know which one's going on there.
His shoulders he's getting a little older. That shoulder's getting he's trying to stretch it out there.
I
for him
got
a
you.
little
Okay,
bit.
well, I was wondering what he was doing.
But I don't think he's saying anything else.
Yeah. And that's going to do it in the first half. Wolves leading 14-7. If you were watching from home, you got a good one going on here. So
we are glad we finally got to join you guys live on YouTube.
Although, hey, the Facebook thing was kind of fun. It was.
We apologize for any inconvenience we caused by not getting up earlier, but we got everything worked out.
We went through the magical bag of cords trying to find one that would work.
The replacement, that would get us back to online and working, and we got it now. So we're going to take a little break and thank our sponsors, and we will be back for the second half in just a little bit.
And if you are, before you pause, if you are looking for the Davis Band in this game, the Davis Band actually performed before the game because of Kingston's halftime show.
Yes,
so
that is correct.
You'll have to join us
next Thursday.
Next Thursday,
to be able to catch the band. So, we'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Specialist.
And we're back, Brad.
We are back. Just got to see the 7,014 little cheerleaders for Kingston and the
Give or
Kingston
take
band.
1,200. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's only about 500 really probably out there, it seems like.
Why? Quit pooping on my party, Brad.
I'm sorry, man. It's a thought that counts. So let's see what we got second half. I'm excited about the second half. Good first half, but need to see us move the ball a little bit. We did not possess the ball for very long there in the first half.
Right, and Wolves are going to receive the kick.
Yep.
Here at the half. So
Opportunity here to kind of build a little momentum, get the second half started the way we want it to. Going to have to be tougher up front. That's one of those things that I think that Kingston was able to exploit is up front. They did a good job of kind of controlling where we were trying to run the ball.
Right.
I want to see us get more control up front on the other side of the ball.
On defense?
Yeah. And not so many arm tackles.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see. The thing is, I've seen some good hits tonight, good tackles.
Yeah, positioning hadn't been terrible. It's been okay. We just got to finish the tackle.
They need to keep getting better at the tackles, and not the position. I'm talking the physical tackling.
Completing tackles. On the other side of the ball, paying attention.
Yeah, not
making
mistakes.
Goofy mistakes.
Because we've seen a couple of them. We've seen some false starts. We've seen some bad, pitches, whatever.
I'd like to see, and not necessarily, of course we know what I like, but not necessarily throwing the ball, but switching something up.
Yeah.
Because we have not, we've had a couple big plays,
I think
but there's not been a consistent procession down the field.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
We're gonna make our bed if I could talk, I can't even talk, man. Our bread and butter is going to be running between the tackles, just because the way the team is built with the big tailbacks. But
really done a lot, right?
but we're gonna have to be creative in what we do in the second half. I think, like I said, really the ultimate idea here for us is that we keep pushing the edges. When we've put the ball at the edge, we've had some pretty good success. The one quick pitch I think we could probably take back. That was not a good play, but the running the option out on the edge has paid some good dividends, and the quarterback designated run game out on the edge has been pretty successful for us.
Speaking of success, Brad, I just want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. We wouldn't be able to have a successful or somewhat successful broadcast without all of you. Specifically, we want to go to D&D Collectibles. We did not get to have your pregame, unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, but we do want to thank you for your sponsorship and get your logo out there for us.
So here we go. Let's come out hot here in the second half, boys, and move the ball.
Hot sounds pretty good. It's getting a little chilly.
It
in
is
the
getting
stands,
chilly.
So.
I've noticed, Jared, as the games went on, I've got closer and closer to you, man. And I just think it's because I need some warmth.
It's the beard.
This beard has its own gravitational pull.
Does it? It pulls you in eventually?
It does.
I understand that, man. So 37 seconds before this kick. Wolves looking to do something with the ball here to start the second half.
Oh, don't you know that's the sound of the man? Sorry, he said chain gang.
He did.
I
Mr.
watched
Morse-
Cadence a lot in high school.
And Mr. Moore started busting it out for us there. As we get ready for the start of the second half.
This is the first time I've ever seen the shout out with nicknames to the chain gang, man. I gotta be honest. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Old T-Bone just got announced there down there on the chain gang.
All right. I didn't even realize that's what he was still
Oh
calling
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Is that T-Bone?
Yeah, he's like, T-Bone, raise your hand.
I love that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's still got his hand raised. Look,
Yeah.
now there's another one down
Yeah,
there. So.
they're just still calling him out. So if we get ready for a King surveying kickoff.
So here we go. Back deep for the Wolves. You got 17 Seth Knapp and number 1 Dakota Carter.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, not a good kick that time. It's going to go out at about the 35-yard line. Wolves will take over at the Kingston, or excuse me, at their 35. Davis's first possession of the second half. Good job tonight already by the band and the cheerleaders. Enjoyed watching both of those groups. So any guesses on what the first play is going to be? What are we going to do here, Garrett?
He isn't talking to you,
He's
Bobby.
not talking to me.
Mr.
Mr. Morse, I think he's stretching his shoulder again.
Is he? Little option out on the edge.
Hey,
Quarterback's going to keep
side.
it.
Go, Jake.
I like it. 10-yard run there. I like it. Out
that's
on the edge.
Kind of thing
that's where we want.
Now.
Again, and Parker kind of gets up a little gimpy there. It looks like he's okay, but I think he
It's
just
not allowed.
I think he just kind of got shook up a little bit there.
No.
You know, Kingston.
That'd be all shook up.
Kingston's got some big boys.
They do got some
big boys.
You know, we're fairly small on the front at the varsity level right now. But man, that number 70 on the
He's a big. That's what I said. He's been lined up over
big dude
over Fisher Smith most of the evening. So 24 Lane Rawls that time. He's going to pick up the first down.
Bounces off the first guy, picks up another couple after that, gets pretty close to midfield, and picks up the first down.
I think that was number 70 there on the tackle.
Yep.
I don't know if it was him or not, but he's blocked out the sight line of
whoever,
every other kid
whoever
on the
you're
field,
trying to
so.
call, you can't see around him. So
Ball
we're
at
just
the
going to go with
50-yard
him
line.
to tackle.
Wolves at midfield with the 1st and 10.
Shout out to the cheerleaders. They've been doing a great job tonight, keeping this crowd in the game.
Parker back under center here. He's going to take
Parker's
it back
gonna
out on
keep
the
it.
edge
Go,
again. I'll
Jake.
tell you what.
Okay.
Needed to follow his block. We do have a flag out there, so I think that's going to be a hold. But again, he had a pretty good little seam. He tried to keep kicking it outside, but
sometimes I feel like if we would make that cut, because they're going to overextend themselves anyway.
You can see Coach Parker and Coach Owens.
Yeah, they're both saying get upfield.
Get upfield.
Yeah, don't worry about kicking it outside.
Quit running east and west and get north and south.
Which I will say, he's had a lot of success kind of running that outside and waiting for his spot to open and then kind of kicking it up. So I understand what he's trying to do there.
Yeah, but don't live or die by going that. You know, when you see an open lane, take it.
It's going to be brought back due to the hold. It's going to be a 1st and 17 now at the 43-yard line. Oh,
Nope.
kind of lost his footing there. Number 6, that was Luke Linville there. Tried to get outside, just kind of feet came out from underneath him. It's going to be another loss. Bring up a 2nd and 18 from the 42-yard line. So again, after a good start, been bogged down with some penalties.
Shout out to the 231 we got watching for it with us.
Well, they're
tonight,
watching a good one. 14-7, Wolves leading. 10:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kingston's going to load the box here. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass. Ball is intended for number 12. Trey Melton. He's in the open field. He's going to take it to the house. That's a touchdown.
Go, baby, Trey! Okay.
So, hey,
Mr.
look.
Moore's happy again.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, underrated player.
Oh, for
He
sure.
caught that ball, and that guy was on
and
his
he
heels.
never broke stride when he did it.
He caught that ball. Great pass by Jake.
But you noticed that Kingston overloaded there. They brought
They
everybody,
brought
put everybody in the box.
And
When they
so-
did it, got beat over the top.
Great play call, but I give it to Trey for making that catch and then just absolutely
He turned the Jets
dust
on
him.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Left that guy in his dust down the sideline to go score.
So here is Levi Pullen's extra point attempt.
Sorry, I got excited again.
Well, you know what happens.
Here we go. Kick is up.
Nice
good.
kick.
And
It is
the
good.
kick is good.
Looking good.
Levi
tonight,
Pullen.
Yeah.
Knocking him down tonight.
9:50 to go in the in the 3rd quarter. Wolves now leading 21 to. Well, they put it on the wrong scoreboard. They had 20-8, but it's 21-7. So that's what we wanted to see to start the second half, gentlemen. And by gentlemen, I mean Bobby and Jared. I'm talking to you guys. Just
Oh,
in case it threw you off.
Nobody ever calls
Brad,
us that.
we
so.
were doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to watch the live stream and get griped at by our sound lady just because she thinks she knows what's going on.
There you go. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I don't have time for that. Shout out to
Well,
Alexis Davis
Well,
back there
hey,
causing problems.
Alexis Davis is the one that fixed it earlier when nothing was working.
She did.
Right?
She fixed every bit of it. She's the one that got it back up and
Do
running.
not compliment her and give her a big head.
So in the future, you know, when things go wrong, it's always Bobby Alexander's fault, but when they go right, it's Alexis Davis's fault.
Absolutely.
I
100%.
refuse to give her credit for that. No.
If you have any complaints, please direct them to
Jared Morris. I
Jay
can,
Morris
I can give you his email if you'd like.
Davis.k12.ok.us. he will spam you.
Every now and then I still get the text message, hey, I can't see the video. Well, I'm just the guy that talks. Sorry about that.
Oh,
look at that.
no.
I thought
I was watching the Globetrotters.
Oh, and then he's in the
no.
open field. Wow, that's going to be a touchdown.
That's the first time I've ever seen a touchdown off of something like that.
A double crossover
Yeah.
touchdown?
I mean, it looked like Allen Iverson just ran that back. That was crazy.
Wow. What a busted weird play for a touchdown.
Whoa, okay.
So we were too busy talking and didn't get to throw up the King Surveying kickoff logo on that last one, but okay. So Alexis got it up there. I can't see the screen. So
Parker was trying to get the official to again. I don't know what that bobble was, but again, that's what Parker's position was on it.
But I mean, that ball can be advanced. So
Yeah.
well, we got into that. Was that a couple weeks ago?
The extra point is up,
Ooh.
and it is good. 21-14 now. Quick turn of events right there for Kingston.
Well, I mean, that sucks. Just put it. That's no good. But our offense was clicking.
Yeah, right
and
now
so
it's
I'll
clicking.
put them back out there.
And now I think they're going to have to not load that front because they know we do have the ability to pull the trigger on and get the ball in the air. And so it's going to have to, that one play that they loaded the whole box is when we went and scored a while ago. So I foresee them kind of backing off that a little bit and open that run game back up a little bit.
And if they don't, we're going to go up top
Yeah, if they
again.
don't, we just do it again. Trey's not the only receiver that's got really good hands for us.
Yep, no.
So
So that's
matter
the
who you throw
that's
out
the
there.
first time I've recognized that they went into that formation where
Yeah.
they just threw everybody down
Yeah,
low
just
and
threw
said
everybody
we're
at the
not going to
front.
let you guys run
Yep.
the ball on us.
we get ready for another King Surveying kickoff. I missed announcing that a while ago. My producer did not miss throwing it up on the screen. She had my back.
Again, if things go well,
It's
Alexis
Davis.
Davis's fault. Yep.
Yep, 100%.
It is not.
High kick this time. It's going to be fielded on the
Hang
run.
on to it.
Good job that time.
Oh.
Man, I almost kind of thought he was going to get loose
14,
there.
Tyson Moss on the return
Yeah.
there. Going to get down to about what looks like the 40-yard line, 42-yard line. Let's see.
Marking about the 42, looks like. Announcer confirms the 42.
There we go.
Appreciate it, buddy.
My old eyes came through for me one time.
Every once in a while.
When I can, I guess. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
And there they go loading the box again.
There they go, yep. Again, all 11 guys right around the line of scrimmage. Lane Rawls got a little room to run
He
that
did.
time.
He got
Again, some
more
guys
than I
got
thought.
moved up front that time.
Hey, give it to the guys up front. Got a big push. Even though they loaded the box, Rawls still able to pick up a
Hey,
good run.
that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to run the ball even when they know you're going to run the ball.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 is a lot better than
Well,
2nd
second
and 10.
12 like
Yeah.
we had a while back. They're bringing it again.
So again, Lane
Right.
Rawls
He
there on the
picked it
carry.
up that time.
Hey, right
Pushed
now,
the pile about 5 yards right there.
the Hammer just nailing his way through
Well.
and picking up whatever yards he needs.
Hey, I see what
I
you're
got your
stepping in.
construction punt.
See, there you go.
There you go.
He must have brought his tool belt with him, right? Do-do-do.
Don't push it, Brad.
1st and 10 for the Wolves at the 45-yard line. So again, all 11 guys are on the line of scrimmage for Kingston. Handoff again is going to go up. Oh, Rawls is in the open field.
Go, Lane.
He is going to score. That's going to be a touchdown right
Lane
there.
off to the races like Herbie the Love Bug. right down. I'll tell you later, Brad.
I don't even know what to say on that one. That one threw me off. Touchdown anyway. $8:27 to go in the third quarter. Wolves build on their lead. Extra point to come here by Levi Pullen.
That's all I had.
That's all you had.
That's all I had.
You know, comes naturally sometimes.
Sometimes.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:27 to go in the third quarter. Wolves now leading 28-14.
You know, we went from a nobody scoring to
No one stopping anyone?
No one stopping anyone.
Now, I will say this. Our defense hadn't even got a play yet. The only thing that they did was on that kickoff.
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever works, I guess.
Yep. So let's see what our defense does on their first full series here. Nice run that time, though. I hear everybody yelling for Lane there. Nice run that time, right up the middle, kind of ran through the trash there, kind of spun out of it, and able to go the distance.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and now all of a sudden, you know, the first score, they loaded the box. We put the ball in the air. One play, went down and scored. That time they loaded the box, and it was hit you in the mouth.
So this whole second half, they've loaded the box every play so far. So,
but we've said keep doing it. We're still going to keep moving the ball, which is exactly what this offense needed to do. Now we need to go make a tackle on special teams, and then our defense needs to go make their statement in the second half as well.
Maybe we can keep this guy from doing a crossover return.
Yeah, it's hopefully
the Sweet Iverson move we made earlier.
Yes.
On the King surveying kickoff.
But we've watched that 12 a couple times now. He's got a little juice to him. He can go when he gets in the open field. If you let him get up ahead of steam, good luck tackling that kid.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hit him right when he gets it. Couple of yards, and it's hard to bring him down.
So here is Pullen's kick. Ball is up, and it's going to go. 12's going to get it again. Let's see if we can play it a little bit better this time.
Somebody's going to put it.
Ooh, that time. Oh, he still spun out of that initial tackle.
Man,
he got hit hard, and
he did get hit.
Somebody's got to put that cotton-headed Ninny Muggins down. That's two. I'll explain later, Brad, but I have to put him in.
So at the 40-yard line, right a little bit before the 40, Kingston now has 1st and 10. I was pulling in on the tackle, I guess, is what my
pulling on the tackle
out here. Sevy Adams called that one for us.
Eagle Eye Sevy Adams. They're going to finally call that one.
There we go. They went a little early. What was Sevy's new name? Eagle Eye Adams.
Eagle Eye Sevy Adams. Eagle Eye Adams.
Eagle Eye Adams.
Makes you sound like an Adams family member.
That's probably closer than his actual Adams family.
True.
Which we love dearly. He's not quite as useful as his sister was, but.
No.
Ooh, shots fired.
Bang, bang. Uh-huh.
See, and the great part is Sevy doesn't even get to hear the
he does, when he doesn't get to hear it, he can't defend himself or anything. It's great.
Yep. But I agree, his sister was much better.
Yeah.
There we go. Quarterback's going to keep. Oh, good job that time by the defense. Just kind of never letting him get going. So little under 7:53 to go in this third quarter. 28-14 Wolves leading. Kingston facing a 2nd and 12 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback's going to roll out. Ball's intended downfield. Tell you what, yeah, it's incomplete. Nice job played. Pretty well in coverage that time by the Wolves. Just unable to connect there between the quarterback and the receiver. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 from the 38-yard line. So while we got a second here, well, after this play, Bobby, let's talk a little bit about who we have doing what for the media group tonight.
All right.
Other than Alexis Davis, because she's already the MVP.
She's not doing anything.
Ooh, ball was intended right off his skilled hands there
Yeah,
for
it
an
hits the
incompletion.
fingers
Now, I
and-
will say the ball was behind that receiver, but so okay, Bobby, let's talk through.
So let's see, we got quite a few of them here with us tonight. We got Chevy Adams, who I don't know what he's doing. Chase Stewart, Kinsley Barnes, that guy. Hayden Edwards, Drew Whaley, Chase Stewart, Alexis Davis, and Juliana. I'm not going to say your last name because I'm going to
Please
mess it
do.
up.
Buzio.
Ooh, low kick this time. Going to go out of bounds. I'll tell you what, not much of a punt there. About a 10-yard punt, 15-yard punt. Wolves are going to have good field position. Again, Davis has done a good job of taking advantage of their possessions here in the second half. Let's see if that continues.
Well, and their defense finally got to get on the field that time.
Yep, look good.
And
Look
look good. Made
Yep.
the stop that they needed to. Can really, I'm not going to say going and scoring would put this game out of reach. It definitely wouldn't, being 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. But it definitely puts them on their heels and puts time on our side if they were to go down here and punch this one in.
Yep. Handoff goes back to Lane
Wasn't
Rawls.
exactly sure where that one went for a second.
Yeah.
So he kind of didn't have a whole lot of room to move there, but
He was
I got-
covered up pretty quickly,
Yeah.
but he was able to keep kind of pushing forward and pick up a couple.
I got confused on that one.
2nd and 7 from the 43-yard line. Kind of went back to the well there. We've had a lot of success there when they're loading up the box, just having the fullback follow the lead back through the hole. This time, quarterback's going to take
Go,
it out
Jake.
on the edge. He's got
Go,
a
Jake.
lead back in front of him. He's going to pick up a first, about 15 yards or
I'll
so.
take it.
Gets the ball down to about the 44-yard line, Kingston side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Again, Wolves leading 28 to 14, or excuse me, 28 to 14. Somehow I gained 10 points there. Don't
Yep.
know how that happens. Rookie mistake.
Yep. I know if you can notice right now, a lot of the Kingston players are already starting to kind of put their hands on their hips a little bit. This defensive side for them has been on the field a lot in this third quarter.
Well, and that's what the run game does. Is it can. Oh, we went a little bit early. Run game can really wear you down if you can do it effectively. You got to possess the ball to do that, though. And again, after a good start there, looks like we are going to have a penalty. He's going to move us back. Again, don't like to get behind in the chains here to start the series. Ball's going to be moved back to midfield. It's going to be 1st and 15 at midfield.
What I want to see right here is, it seems like in the first half of the previous few weeks, when we've made one mental mistake, they've kind of compounded other, and snowballed. I want to see us come back right here and finish this one.
Quarterback's going to take it out on the edge now. I'm not a giant fan of running to the edge on the short side of the field.
Oh, yeah,
close
no,
to
I'm not
now,
either.
we've had some success doing it, so I can understand why we would go back to
Right.
that. I like doing the wide side on that one.
I agree.
Got a little more room to run out
well,
there. I mean, that
our
makes sense.
athletes, are kind of built to get in open space. Oh, excuse me. I apparently need a nap.
So 2nd and 13. Oh, I didn't know you weren't already sleeping.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I do in life, really. Just
2nd 13 from the 48-yard line.
There we go.
There we go. Nice run up the middle that time by Brendan Rawls.
that time, I think they kind of keyed on that, that edge run a little
Yep.
bit, left that gap in the middle.
And again, that tells you a little bit about what the play calling was setting up there. So Trey did a good job there of setting that up for that underneath run again.
That is why he gets paid to make those calls.
That's exactly right, not us, right?
Yep, that's right.
So 3rd and about 7, ball at the 42-yard line for the Wolves. Wolves trying to add to that two-score lead. Handoff goes back up the middle here. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 5 here. Now, I think we're in a position where we're going to oh, less than that. 4th and about 4.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 or 4.
Yeah, we're going to go for that.
Yep.
You're on the near side of the field. You know, I think you definitely go for it here.
So 4th and 2, 4th and 3, I definitely go for it. 4th and 5, I don't. And it looks like, you know, we are going to we brought some big jumbo bodies in.
Big bodies in, big bodies up front, jumbo set.
So a 4th and 3 from the 38-yard line. Some confusion here by the offense. Let's see what we got here. We've got a timeout, a Lonnie Tepechi from Pebbles Real Estate timeout.
Yeah, I don't think that's a timeout that our coaches are going to be real happy about.
No, we had some confusion. Again, part of that has to do with, you know, we substituted some kids that maybe have not played as many minutes.
Yeah, you know, but here's my deal with that. We have kids that haven't played a whole lot of minutes, but you've been at every game. You've been at every practice. So you should know these formations, know when you get your chance where you're supposed to be. And that's obviously why Coach Parker and Coach Owens were highly upset with having to call that timeout.
Sure.
Shout out to the 240 people we got watching with us. Jim Bolding chiming in on the chat. He's watching from home, says, "Go Wolves." I can't repeat the last of his statement, but I will preface it with Boomer Sooner.
There you go. There you go.
I've already said that once tonight. You could have got away from it.
So 4:16 to go in the third quarter. Wolves facing a big 4th and 3 at the Kingston 38-yard line. So again, you kind of see some bigger bodies in here right now. Quarterback's going to keep. He kind of trips there, able to fall forward.
Hey, give Jake the credit there. He was
stuck.
He was wrapped up behind the line, and not only able to get back to the line, but actually pick up the first down.
So good job that time of the coaching staff. So Kingston has been kind of loading up those big guys over the middle on those short yardage downs. That time we just kind of went out with the bigger body group up front and said, okay, if you're going to do it, we're going to run at you. And again, able to pick up the first down there.
Hey, since you just commented, I'll throw it out there. Quick shout out to my buddy Matt Ashton. I've known him for a long time, watching from Coweta.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the 32-yard line. Parker's going to get the ball out on the edge. He's going to try and cut upfield. Just nothing there. Unfortunately, loss on that play.
And
Boyd Fulton jumping on there.
Yeah, what did he have to say?
He just said he's watching from Oklahoma City.
There we go. I hope so.
Which is where he lives, so that makes sense. It's a good place to watch it from.
Yep.
Boyd, thank you for everything
That's
you've
exactly
done.
right. We can't tell Boyd.
Yeah, we cannot say
thank
that
you
enough.
Looking forward to him joining us.
Yep, I look forward to him being in the booth with us next week for a few minutes. Hopefully he has a lot to say.
Yep, that's exactly right, because we're not going to talk at all.
Yeah, we're just going to let him take it over.
We're just going to let him just start spitting out statistics.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think people would probably enjoy that much more than anything we say anyway. Nice run that time by number 30 Brendan Rawls.
Both Rawls brothers, you know, really kind of forcing their way forward.
Nice run that time. Picks up about 8 yards on that carry.
Matt Cowan, band booster president, watching from his work in a town that I shall not say.
We appreciate your sacrifice.
3rd and 7 for the Wolves at the 30-yard line. Wolves have done a good job of controlling the clock this quarter for sure. Handoff goes up front to, I believe that's 24 Lane Rawls.
Yeah.
Falls forward, going to pick it up, going to bring up that like 4th and 3, 4th and 2.
Eating up the clock. That's what we want right now.
Let's see if they come back with that big jumbo lineup or if they're going to stay with what
they
got.
Looks like they're going to stay with what's on the field right now.
So I'll be curious to see if we try and push the edge this time. That last time on that 4th and short, we went up the middle.
Too.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt you're right. Oh, ball is on the ground again.
Yeah, lost it on that one.
So snap, I don't know if it was a bad snap or it just kind of came out, but ball rolls back. Davis able to fall on it, but on 4th down, that will be a turnover on downs.
You know, that could be the old age-old debate on who was that fumble on, the quarterback or the center.
Not on the center. It's hard to do.
Yeah, Mr.
It's a tough job.
Mr. Morris obviously going with the going to back his lineman up.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a little bit on both of them. That's just a mental mistake you got to fix.
Kingston will have 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line after the turnover on downs. Quick pitch out on the edge this time to the 25. Tailback ball's on the ground.
Atta, baby.
Wolves
picked
recover.
up by Luke Linville.
Luke Linville again.
I'm trying to see who laid that hit because that was a shot.
Not only that, but he put his hand right on the ball to jar it loose.
Hey, did you see him?
Was it, who hit? Eagle-Eyed Adams. Who made that hit? Who laid that hit? Dakota Carter. Big hit.
So Eagle Eye Adams over here able to tell us Dakota Carter in on that tackle.
Spot on.
What a tackle, Brad.
Or tackle. Well, he stripped the ball, which is what we want.
I'm glad Sevy's good for something.
He is good.
About time. Jeez. Took you 4 years to be good for something. Did I stutter?
1:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wolves leading 28-14. Handoff this time to 24 Lane Rawls. Picks up about 3 or 4 yards on that 1st down run. Sevy did a good job for us keeping statistics last week, so looking forward to some more of that in the future. He just told us he can't wait to do it again. So
okay,
again, maybe
Brad,
next week.
we got a guest. We got a guest on the mic now.
Okay, cool. Scary, but okay.
Media member Chase hold on, Chase.
Parker there. Nice little run is going to bring up a 1st and 10. Okay, let's hear from the guest.
What do you got, Chase?
I'm not a guest. I'm here all the time.
I'm here
every game.
Oh, he's here at Spirit. He just doesn't get to talk on the mic. We actually gave him the microphone, which is spectacular.
Bobby
right?
did. I didn't get a vote.
Don't mind giving it back either.
There you go. Well, Chase is going to do some play-by-play for us one of these weeks, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to put him on for a little bit, aren't we? No. So if we are, hey, what about right now? Isn't right now the time we want him to do it? Go ahead, Chase. Take it from here.
Oh, no, thank you. No, that's okay, really.
So, okay, go ahead. Do this part, Brad, and we'll pick on him again.
So 24 Lane Rawls on the carry there is a straight handoff. It's going to pick up about 6 yards.
So Chase, in your opinion, because you
are
familiar, you know what's going on.
He has already got rid of it.
The second
you were going to get the shine, like a shiny diamond.
The second he got the chance to turn it back over, he just threw the headset.
Okay, go ahead. So, yeah, put it on there, buddy.
So now we're going to put Eagle Eye Adams on the call.
So, okay, Sevy, in your opinion, what so far have the Wolves done well?
Well, right now I'm just kind of thinking about how Mr. Morse is way louder than I want him to be. Even more louder than he already was before I put this on my head. But
that's a great commentary.
I'm going to dock your score, but that's fine.
Oh, come on.
To go into 3rd quarter. But I think that Sevy should stay on for just a minute and do the play-by-play for this for the next play. So Eagle Eye Adams, as we get ready for this 4th quarter, is going to be on the call to start this game. Or start this 4th quarter, excuse me.
Yeah, the game's already been on for a while.
Yeah, it's been on for a while now, right? But Chase Stewart, man, I don't know what happened. He just, like, the second I turned around, he just threw the headset back at me.
Our cameraman needs to calm down a little bit.
He just went ballistic over there. I don't even know what's going on. I don't get that irate about my caffeine. And that says a lot. So Sevy Adams,
you're up, buddy. You got to tell us what's going on, or we're not going to know, even though we can see it. It is a visual
There's
medium.
nothing going on right now.
We got to fill in the space.
All right, so Sevy, you said something on that last big play. You were talking about the person who made the hit, right?
Yeah, Dakota.
Dakota Carter. You said you love it. What makes you love Dakota Carter as a player?
He's a good kid. I like him anyways.
We're going to have to.
Hey, in this game, he's been aggressive.
Okay.
All
right.
game.
Okay. So
there we go.
So Sevy being a track star, I know he can relate to Dakota a little bit.
That's awful generous, but okay.
Well, you know,
Okay,
I mean,
all right. I have the mic on. I can hear you now. I can hear what you're saying now.
So Sevy's going to take over play-by-play right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, so there's this guy. He's under center. You want to talk about that right now?
Yeah, they snapped the ball. Up the middle.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we tried.
I'm still practicing the
I'm
play-by-play.
riveted.
I mean, a little
Wow.
rusty.
We tried.
Okay. So good carry by Lane Rawls. It was up the middle. Sevy did get that part right. That happened.
Eagle Eye Adams on the call.
Looks like number 3, Malachi White, just came off the field. So Parker brings Wolves up the line. Parker under center. Handoff again.
Back
Big
to lane,
stiff arm.
Back to lane.
How was there not a face mask right
I don't
there?
know.
Had him by the shoulder pad.
Yeah.
So now we got Eagle Eye Brad helping us out here.
Yeah, don't you
not
want this
doing
back, Brad?
anything. No, you're doing great holding it anyway. I mean, you're keeping it warm for Brad.
He's like a mannequin that holds the hat when you walk into the mall and, you know, when you're shopping.
And not even like one of the living ones.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's an actual mannequin.
And again, I can hear you now, so you can stop.
I like this game. Parker takes a snap again, hands off. Up the left-hand side to, looks like Lane Rawls again. It's going to be 3rd and 4 on the 11-yard line. So, Bobby, what up now, I mean, Grant, so 3 consecutive plays, we've gone about the same place.
Yeah, pretty much the same side.
Parker under center again.
Looks like,
and he's going to keep it.
He's
Parker makes a move. I don't know.
He's going to be just past the sticks. I think
he got 4. Brad's saying 4.
They're going to say first.
Say
They're
fourth
going
down.
to say first down. They're going to say first and goal.
They gave him the 1st and goal. Hey, Brad, I'm glad you were wrong.
You know, there are times that we're okay with that.
Yeah. So, Wolves 1st and goal. Ball on the 4. Sevy using this as a learning moment to not get in the way of the call, and we appreciate that. We don't want any extra chatter. Well, Parker takes a snap.
They're going to say touchdown.
He's going to go in, touchdown.
Touchdown, Dave.
Looks like Lane Rawls with the touchdown.
Sevy Adams on the call there. Way to jump in there, Sevy. Woo.
Yeah, give that back.
So those two guys that we just had
Brad,
the mics.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think I missed you.
So Sevy, he got a little nervous there.
He did. And those two guys have got a lot of practicing to do because Colgate in just a few short weeks away.
They're going to get to be on the mic.
They are on the mic for the
wonderful.
entirety of the game.
Well, that's because that press box is a no-no for Mr. Morse. We're not doing that one.
I think that is no good on the extra
Yeah.
point. So it's going to be 34-14 with 10:03 to go in the third quarter. Fourth quarter. I was like, wait a minute, how is that possible?
Yeah, no, we were
went
in the
back in
fourth
time
quarter.
there for a minute. So here we go, 10:03. Wolves starting to kind of pull away, get a little separation here. That's what we like to see. So I tried to get Sevy to talk about what he wanted to see there at the goal line, but I think
Probably
he was
blocking.
all I saw were these giant deer in the headlight eyes like, please don't make me say anything on the microphone.
An embarrassment to the profession.
Sevy's getting some sympathy over here.
He is. That's the
You
important part.
don't take his side. You're better than that.
So we got a kickoff here, Bobby.
We do have a King surveying kickoff.
There we go.
Davis Wolves King surveying kickoff. Man, I feel like we've had a bunch of kickoffs tonight.
It's getting deep over here. No, we weren't listening. Would you watch the game? Pay attention to the game. That's a King surveying kickoff. I caught the graphic.
Yes, it was.
So here we go, Levi Pullen's kick. It's going to be a good
Nice
kick
kick.
this time. be
All right.
fielded in the air.
Wrapped up pretty
Brendan
much.
Rawls there
yeah,
in on the tackle is going to bring him down at about the, what is that, the 40-yard line, 38-yard line, right in that general range.
I'm going to say 38, roughly.
38, yep.
Yep. No, they moved him all the way up closer to the 40.
Yep, okay, all right. So we've been giving a bunch of the kids a hard time this evening, but the important part is to tell, I think overall they've done a pretty good job. What do you guys think about that? Not that either of you are listening to me currently.
I'm paying attention. I just don't want to. I don't want to give them a big head that way. No. There we go.
All right, nice
go.
tackle that time. There's a flag right at the line of scrimmage.
For what, a tackle?
I don't know where the.
I
think
imagine
it's gonna be a
if you
face
get anything,
mask.
it could be a hold, maybe a face mask.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Oh wait, that's not a. Oh wait, there is a flag. I couldn't tell the difference between.
So
the
it is.
towel and the flag.
pink
Well,
flags
it's
today.
it's pink out this evening, and they've got pink flags, so it's been kind of throwing me off. So penalties
Kingston,
against Kingston.
Yeah, they are backing up already. So I would imagine it's probably going to be a hold.
First and 20 after that 10-yard penalty. Ball is at the 30-yard line now. Again, Wolves getting a little separation here. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to pass the ball. Ball is intended downfield.
No.
Almost a nice play by that receiver. Tried to catch it on his knees. I didn't even come up with it.
That dive when that ball's on the ground,
Yeah.
you get real close to getting flagged for
Sure do.
a late hit.
And he did play on the ball because he came out in front of him, but still,
That's risky.
That's dangerous.
So I don't know. You guys can't hear Alexis back here, but she was just getting on to Chase Stewart for not speaking on the headset and told him he needed to learn to adult, which is the greatest statement
Alexis
I've heard.
Davis spitting fire, telling people to get their life right.
Hey, little does she know that none of us know adulting.
Okay.
None of that happened. I don't know what Bobby is making up right now.
You're going to have
I
to
just
speak
needed
up
to
there,
come-
Chief.
I just needed to come on and say that. Anyway, we're missing an important game. Thank
That's
you.
exactly right. Thank you,
Bye.
Alexis.
She was right. We did miss a place.
Some of us didn't.
Don't act like you're better than me, Brad.
I'm not. You're safe.
Okay, that's what I thought.
First down play right there by the Kingston Redskins.
If I remember right, the last time we were here, we had a pretty good time.
We did have a good time. We always have a good time. What are you talking about?
It's a little different when we're all kind of shoved up here in the stands together, too.
That's exactly right. I think it makes it a little more fun, actually, to be
fun.
quite honest with you. Because you kind of get in touch with all the people around you.
Yeah.
And every now and then you get a look like, did he really just say that?
Oh, another pass.
Oh, there.
Oh, come on.
Terrible call if that's a pass interference right there.
I don't agree with that at all.
Boy,
I mean,
bad call.
The defender was behind him.
Both of them were making a play on the ball.
You know, it was a toe play on the ball.
Looks like they're going to call pass interference on the Wolves there. Again, I thought it was good coverage that time by Dakota Carter. Don't like that call at all, but
So you two will get this reference. A viewer commented that Sevy's commentary was very close to fly ball caught.
Yeah.
fly ball caught.
Fly
That's
ball
exactly right.
caught.
Major league
Yeah.
reference
Yeah,
there.
that's a good one.
Just a bit outside.
Quarterback's
Good
looking
pressure. Let's go,
downfield.
D.
Got a guy open,
wide
able to-
open there. I don't think he was the primary receiver.
No,
on
he
that play.
wasn't.
He was the check down for sure.
And I'll tell you what, if it would have been a little bit, so the pass was a little outside of his catch radius. He's able to come down with it, but he hits him in stride. That guy's got some room to run.
Right.
There's nobody around him.
Mm-hmm.
First and 10 for Kingston at the 19-yard line. So Kingston threatening here. Little zone read. Quarterback's going to keep himself this time. So again, 8 minutes and 45 seconds go in this ball game. Wolves leading 34-14. Kingston threatening here. A host of new defenders come onto the field for the Wolves. Uh-oh, we got the cheerleaders about to throw stuff. Be on the lookout. Quarterback's intended receivers unable to come down with the ball. Bring up a second down. 2nd and 5 from the 14-yard line.
Oh,
again,
head
look
on a
out.
swivel.
Look out now.
Red Hot's coming in.
Coming in hot. There we go.
Come on. There we go. I got it.
Man, remind me not to sit by you guys. I
That
think
was
like 9 different
awesome.
people were aiming for you.
Oh, no, this is better. This is hot tamales.
Hot
Even better.
tamales.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah, that is even better.
Here, Bobby, have you a hot tamale?
Absolutely, I'll take some hot tamales.
2nd and 5 from the 14-yard line
Hot
for Kingston.
tamales underrated
Kingston
candy.
going to do a little RPO, and that's a touchdown. Again, fake the handoff, dumped over the top once to the tailback there on that little wheel route. And that is a TD. So Kingston trying to creep back into this one, now leading 34-20 with the extra point to come.
Brad, did we see the hands team here?
I think for sure.
You know, I think you're foolish if you don't put them out there just in case. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:15 to go, it is now 34-21. Wolves with the 2-score lead. Yeah, I think I'm with you guys. I think you'll probably see the hands team. Now, I will be honest, the guys we usually have on our front line, they're kind of hands teams guys anyway. We don't put a big starting a bunch of big linemen out front usually on our kickoff return.
Those are yours.
So Parker is out on the field. He's letting the officials have it for something. I'm not quite sure what he's upset about, but he is not very happy about something. The Redskins got the tomahawk chop going right now.
I always liked it. I'm
So-
a fan.
So with Seminole being my high school rival, I am not a big fan of the tomahawk chop.
As a
So
band
deep-
nerd, it has a good tuba part.
Deep kick there is going to be fielded by Dakota Carter. He's going to take the ball.
Go Dakota.
See what he can
Go.
get going here. Nice run that time by Dakota. Gets the
He
ball down
caught
to about
that
the
Good run by a
inside-
good kid.
Yeah,
Courtesy
inside,
of Sevy Adams.
inside
right.
the 5-yard line and makes it out to about the 25. So good return there by Dakota.
So headline tonight, Sevy Adams wise, Dakota Carter, good kid.
Good
Yeah.
kid.
Yep.
Yep.
So if we
Put it in
had a
print.
newspaper, that's what we need right
Someone
there.
needs to get that headline to Mr. Mapes up there.
Good return that time by Mr.
Say,
Carter.
every time he does something, number one, he's a good kid.
34-21, Wolves up 2 scores, 8:08 to go. Again, this is a good time to eat some clock, see if we can get some more points on the board. Handoff this time goes to 24 Lane Rawls up the middle for about 3 or 4 yards there. Nice run. Ooh, they're going to give him a little more than I thought. Looks like they're going to give him about 5 yards on that carry. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Jake Parker back under center, still flexbone look. You know, the one thing we have not seen a lot in this game is just a traditional wishbone look.
Okay.
No, I think it's been a lot of that. I don't even know. Have we seen it once yet?
No, I
No,
don't.
I
I don't
haven't.
recall seeing it. So it's been a lot of heavy Navy formation.
Yep.
You know, a lot of flexbone looks,
And right now, that's
and it's worked.
It's worked. It's got us a fairly decent lead late in this game. So it looks like that one they did throw a flag for a hold on that one. It's going to take it from 2nd and 6 to about 2nd and 14.
Yep. So again, I would be interested to see what our penalty yardage was this game. We've had a bunch of penalties.
Quite a few of them.
You know, I bet we're pushing almost double digits in penalties. Which again, we got to get that cleaned up. Parker's going to option out on the edge. This time the option goes to Malachi White. Ooh, I'll tell you what, he got his hand up high. The defender did right there around Malachi White's helmet. I thought he might have got into the face mask. I don't know. I mean, it was close.
It's close. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It looked like he more started to and moved his hand just quick enough to not get the call, but and make a tackle on an athletic kid in Malachi White. So
a lot of east and west running there, but really not a lot of positive yardage. Picked up about 1 yard on that play.
About 3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 15 from their own 21-yard line. Now, the one thing we need to do is we need to continue to eat some of this clock. I don't want to give them back the ball midfield. You know, even up 2 scores with 6 minutes left in this ball game.
I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like Davis is going to call a timeout.
So that's a
Lonnie
Tepechi
with Pebbles Real Estate timeout. Again, thank you for your sponsorship. And if you would like to become a sponsor of WOLF The How, just reach out to me or Mr. Morse at the school, and we can get you started.
Reach out to Mr. Morse. I'll direct you to Bobby.
Well, okay. Just reach out to the high school and somebody
somebody will answer the phone. Shout out to Mrs. Ratchford.
Miss Ratchford, if you're watching at home. You know, we haven't shouted them out tonight. The band. I think they're doing an amazing job tonight.
Doing a great job tonight.
One of us has shouted out the band this evening.
So I did not hear it earlier. My apologies.
Yes,
okay.
Brad,
I'm
good
going
at
to
what
shout
you're
them
doing.
again.
Band is doing a wonderful job.
They're doing an amazing job.
It was cool watching them before the game. I thought it was kind of a cool, kind of a little different touch to the football game.
Weird they had to do it that way, but glad they still got to perform as they get ready to go to regionals here in next week, I believe, over in Lawton at Cameron Stadium. I hated marching there.
So 3rd and 15 here, gentlemen. Let's see what we've got in the playbook. Little reverse this time to Melton, and he has got some room to run.
Go.
He's in open field. He's got one guy to beat.
There's a flag, guys. They're going to bring this all the way back.
That stinks.
They're going to call a block in the back.
That was a good run by Trey Melton.
Nice, about 40-yard run is going to get called back.
Man, kudos to the offensive play call of that play.
I don't know, but Parker is, again, very upset about that call. I did not see. Did you see who they called it on or where they called it?
I didn't see the number of the person that laid the block. I did see the block itself.
Yeah. Was it a block in the back?
He hit him in the top of the shoulder. I almost shoulder to shoulder with him, so I would not have considered a block in the back, but – it
was close enough that you probably better. You
probably
shouldn't do it on that long of a run. You know, he was, because it would have happened behind where the play was at.
Yeah, I don't think that guy was making the tackle anyway.
Yeah.
So I definitely would like to see the guy come. Maybe
So just from a learning perspective, I mean, if you're behind the play, there is no reason for that.
Right.
And again, not that he did it. It may have been a legal block, but just if it's close, don't put yourself in that position.
Yep.
Hear the disapproval of the Davis faithful.
Yep, there were a couple that did not like that call.
Nope.
So 3rd down and
looks like about 12-ish.
Again, 6:09 to go in the ball game. Wolves leading by 2 scores, 34-21.
Coach Parker still.
He's still John with that official out there.
Still letting that official
now
hear it out there.
The official has looked like he's just about had enough. He's given him the, if you say one more word, look, you know it's coming. It's going to be a little pass attempt downfield. Just kind of never got going. So a little quick pitch out to Malachi White, who was looking for the receiver downfield. Just didn't quite have enough arm to get the ball down there.
So definitely going to see the punting team come out.
Yeah, I fully expect them to come out, put the ball in Lane Rawls' hands for that rugby-style punt.
Wolves will kick from their own 23-yard line, 4th and 13.
All right, Toby Rowland, calm down.
Call it as it is.
So Kingston will line up at about midfield
Boom.
at 50-yard line.
Nice punt.
Nice punt. Let's see if it
Good
takes
bounce.
a good roll. It's going to come to a stop at about the 49. So
And Trey Melton all over it.
Just down there waiting for it
Yeah.
to get to him.
I mean, I don't like them being this close here at the 50, but I like them being on that side of it for sure.
So Kingston will take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 5:43 to go in the ball game. Wolves leading 34-21.
I will give our shout out to our cameraman, Hayden Edwards, who we have received a comment on the live chat that said some of the best camera work we've had so far. So, you know, we do appreciate that. Everybody does a good job. We're learning as we go. So
12 that time. Oh, makes the first guy miss. Gets out, ran out of bounds there after a gain of about 6 yards, I think. Going to give him a mark about 7 yards.
Yeah, they're going to mark him over closer to 8. Man.
I think that was kind of a generous spot that time. But
Yeah.
again, it was on the opposite side of the field, so maybe we just didn't have the best view.
We may have to go to Eagle Eye Adams over there to see what he thinks on that one.
Yeah, we need to.
did you see what happened? He wasn't paying attention again.
Okay.
Like just now?
Yeah.
Quarterback's going to keep the ball here. Does a little jump start. He is out on the edge. He's going to pick up some good positive yards.
Go.
He may go to the house. Let's see. Oh, he cuts back in, and it is a touchdown. Again, that was way too quick. We, again, took almost no time off the clock. Brought it back to a one-score game now if they can get this extra point in. Well, regardless if they can get the extra point in.
Yeah.
Again, just can't let that happen that quickly. Wolves are going to need to. They're going to need to get a. So you talked about the onside kick earlier. Now is when you're going to see the onside kick. But first, let's see if they can get this extra point in. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just like that, it is now 34-28. So again, Wolves leading by 6 with 5:26 to go in this ball game. So, look, here's your onside kick team right here. Parker is still letting that official have it. He's went after him nonstop here in this fourth quarter.
Here, if I'm Kingston, I don't know that I'm gonna do an onside kick here.
Yeah,
you got
you think-
5 minutes to go. You're only down 6. You need to go out and make a stop. Your defense has played okay the last couple series, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Kingston
See
kick
him
it
kick
deep.
deep and say we're gonna
let
hold
their defense
you.
go play
Yep.
ball. Now if I'm Davis, I'm obviously going to still put my hands team out just in case, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Kingston go ahead and kick this ball deep.
And if you look at that front five for Davis, that is the hands team. Yeah. So we'll see where they put this ball again. Kingston trailing by 6 with 5:26 to go in the ball game. They do go ahead and put the ball in. Takes a hop. Dakota Carter catches it off the hop. He's going to pick up what he can. He's got some room to run. Oh,
We'll take it.
Shoestring tackle there. He takes that to the house.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
a nice return.
Great return.
Great return by a good kid.
Yep.
By a good kid. That's
He's a good
exactly
kid.
right. Got it almost to midfield there. Looks like they're going to spot him at the
About the 48.
48.
Man, if you'd have talked that much when you had the mic on, that might have been interesting.
Davis with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's not nearly as fun.
Handoff this time goes to 24. Lane Rawls picks up a couple yards on that first down run. Kind of rolls forward, gets what he can. Hey, that's a nice spot.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
spot.
That's better than what I thought he
Quite
got.
generous.
So apparently give out good spots to both teams,
which
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, we appreciate
we'll take it. 4 yards on that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
I would imagine to
Wind
start
picked
seeing
up a
the
little bit.
full play clock being used.
Yeah.
Yep. So we are now on the Kingston side of the field at the 48-yard line. Another handoff goes up the middle this time.
Lane.
He's going to be real
Lane
close.
Ross, he's
He got
right at that
close.
stick.
They're going to mark him at 3rd down and
3rd
about
and 1.
1.
Yep.
So just, clean execution, no mistakes.
One thing we haven't seen, we talked about it a couple of times, but we haven't seen it yet, has been the hard count.
Yep.
Right.
I
haven't seen it.
I really would like to see it right here, get that hard count, get a 1st down.
Handoff goes again to Rawls.
Well,
Rawls
he
is
got
able
it that
out to
time,
open
and they're
field.
trying to take the ball away, but he's clamped down on it.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
If the scoreboard is correct, they show that Kingston does have all 3 timeouts.
So with 4 minutes to go in the ball game, you probably got about another minute worth of play calling before you start seeing those
before you
timeouts
start
being
seeing some
called.
of those timeouts called. Absolutely.
Wolves now at the 34-yard line. Handoff goes back to Rawls again this time. Picks up a couple yards, not a whole lot on that play. We've got some kids kind of getting up kind of slow now for Kingston too, so that offensive line is starting to make
Starting to get to push their way.
They
Wear 'em
are
down a little bit. Yep.
starting to slow down that defensive line from rushing in there. 2nd and 7 from the 31-yard line for the Wolves. Parker's going to keep this time, get out on the edge. Again, kind of
Tried to
tripped,
make
but
a
he had a really good opportunity there for a second. Still picked up some halfway decent yardage there. Let's see where they spot him. It's going to be 3rd and short again. We've got a Lonnie Tepechi at Pebbles Real Estate timeout being called this time by Kingston. So there's the first one.
Just over 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
3rd and about 3, it looks like, for the Wolves. So Wolves have had a little bit more offense this game than they've had the last couple games. So it's good to see us moving the ball a little bit more.
Absolutely.
I still want to see us get better on ball security as weeks go on.
Without a doubt. Ball security, penalties, we still got to cut that way back.
And I think the ball security kind of plays into that penalties, mental mistakes thing, because most of the, we've caused a couple of fumbles that have been because of big hits.
Yep.
Ours have been bad snaps or a bad pitch or whatever, things that we can control. So definitely want to see that get cleaned up as we get
much better this week than last week.
Yeah.
Last week we put the ball on the turf a bunch of times.
Yep.
So
we got Marietta coming to town next week, and then Atoka.
And then Atoka with the Wampus Cats.
Wampus Cats coming to town.
Against the Atoka team trying to get into one of those top 4 playoff spots. Right now they are in the top 4, so they're definitely going to want to see what they can do to keep trying to move their position up.
You always wanted that home field for the playoffs.
Handoff goes back to Rawls. That's going to be a 1st down.
And he made a good last ditch effort to jump past that line.
As Lane's mom just said, way to go, baby. So Lane just brought it home there.
Yeah.
She's directly in front of us, so I think that's very entertaining.
That's worth the call on the broadcast.
So we're getting to the point, gentlemen, we're going to have to start thinking about player of the game here. So start making those considerations. That time, quarterback's going to keep. He's going to be brought down after a no gain. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Again, good job by the Wolves of eating this clock, though. Down to 2:20, 2 and some change here. 2nd and 10 for the Wolves. Again, I think we're going to not be in a hurry to get this play call off anytime soon. And they are apparently going to try and hold on to those timeouts as long as they can.
Yeah, I was good. Let them hold on to him.
Yeah, they can,
Yeah,
they can have them.
You know,
Now, they have shown an ability to throw the ball downfield, so, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to just run the clock down and give them back the
No.
ball. I'd rather see us punch one in here and kind of put some salt
Little
this
more
game
space.
away. So
Yeah.
quarterback's
Go,
going to keep
Jake.
it. He's out.
Go, Jake.
Oh, I thought he was going to make that first.
they're going to say the
missed.
ball got
Oh,
on the
they're gonna say
ground.
the ball came out.
Let's see what they're going to say here.
Let's
They're
see
going to
what
say
we got.
they're going to say he was down.
Davis.
They're going to say he's down.
Yeah.
So to bring up a third down. Third and about 5 yards. 3rd and 4, right in that ballpark.
They're going to call the timeout there. So
there we go. There's another Lonnie Tepechi timeout, except this one's actually being called by the Wolves.
no, they just signaled it.
Oh,
it
they
was
signaled
called
the wrong way.
Yeah,
I
he's
gotcha.
he just
So
now
it's a Kingston
re-signaled and said
timeout?
Kingston. So both teams.
I was
would-
gonna say, I couldn't figure out why we were
Yeah,
calling timeout. We would like the clock to run, not timeout.
yeah.
No, I would like us. You know, I don't want us to be content where we're at right now. I'd
No.
like to see us
No.
go ahead and punch us in.
Absolutely, I agree.
3rd and 4 from the 16-yard line. Again, you know, we can put this game away. You know,
They've shown that they have some athletes when they get into open space can go score quickly.
Yep.
So I definitely would like to go punch one in here. I'm not really content with the 6-point lead.
nope, me neither.
So
And I don't care how much time is left on the clock.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. Yeah.
we've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Football has crazy stuff happen every week.
yeah, and especially right here, we've been in some games that came down to the wire right here in Kingston. You know, so.
Last time we played at Kingston, again, that was a game we ended up losing. That we led most of the game, gave up a touchdown late to lose. So again, I don't want to relive that. I would like us to go ahead and
punch one in right here.
punch one in, get this game taken care of. Now, I will say something. You know, I really enjoyed earlier seeing Blake Summers on the field. He's one of the Kingston coaches, so it was kind of nice seeing Blake, one of my favorite quarterbacks all time at Davis. So enjoyed getting to see Mr. Summers.
Looks like they're going to mark him short.
Just a little bit.
He is going to be short, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth and less than one,
yeah,
4th
less
and a
than
foot.
one.
Yeah, they're going for that.
Kingston is going to call a timeout. Right now is where I think you see the hard count.
Yep.
You know, let the play clock. Yeah. I don't know if they'll let it go all the way down, but they're going to. I would imagine go out there, you know, and have that hard count. At least give them a chance at
and
picking a first down.
We
but-
do have a timeout, so we could literally run the hard count all the way down, call
To- yeah,
timeout,
run the
and then
timeout,
run an
yeah.
actual play, which
Right.
is what I probably would want to do in this scenario.
Yep.
If I have to burn that timeout, I can burn it. But that way, you know.
And so you got to imagine if that's what your plan is, you're in the huddle right now telling your boys you are not to move.
That's what I was going to say. That's the devil's advocate right there. Is
Yeah.
the only reason that I don't necessarily may not call it, because if you have one guy jump, instead of 4th and a very attainable
One.
one
It
or
becomes 4th and
less, you're
5 or
suddenly
6.
4th and 5.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on the fence on that one, really. I know how effective the hard count is and how good we are at running the hard count, but I almost think I'm of the opinion I would run the play.
The Kingston faithful in full throat.
So here we go. 4th and less than 1. Quarterback is under center. Handoff goes to tailback.
There we
Tailback, Lane Rawls is going to pick up that
He's gonna
first
take it,
down.
Yeah. I bet you might.
And again, Kingston tried to submarine that play. Quarterback actually kind of tripped after he got that handoff.
Yeah.
So
Now again, I'm even though they're out of timeouts, I'm still
punching.
yeah,
it
I'm
in.
still trying to
Yep.
put it in the end zone.
Yep, me too. Ball's at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Wolves. Again, I don't care if it takes all minute and 19 seconds, but I'm going to put that ball in the end zone if it's
Yeah.
up to me.
I'm not sure what Drew was doing there.
Drew Whaley showing off the dance moves for us.
If you can call it that.
We've got a final in the Lexington-Colgate game. It's 28.
So
nothing.
timeout by
By
the
the
Wolves.
Or
Lonnie
takes-
Tepechi,
Lonnie
Pebbles Real
Tepechi's
Estate.
timeout. Yeah, they're going to go down to get it down to just over 1 minute to
So,
go in the game.
so tell me that score again. I'm sorry.
It's 28-0 Colgate.
Colgate.
Over Lexington.
Okay.
shout out to Chris Haley in Lexington with that score. I appreciate it.
So Colgate still to come on our schedule. That's Colgate. I believe that's Colgate's first win on the season, if I'm not mistaken.
They are 0-5. Yes, that is correct.
Now they're 1-5.
They're 1-5.
Now they are. Thank you for your assistance, Lexington, on that.
Marietta and Tishomingo in a tight one going into the fourth quarter. Marietta up 21-20.
Wow, good game. You know, Marietta's had a lot of really close scores. I don't know if you've noticed that or not.
Yeah,
They've won a lot of games by, single digits several times. Lost a couple single digits. I mean, they've had
they've been all tight this year.
Yeah,
so far,
every game has been kind of a dogfight both ways.
I think they've progressed over the last few years.
Marietta coming up, I believe, this week, right, gentlemen?
Yeah, on Thursday night, fall break.
Thursday night,
so
fall
break.
break.
Night early.
I will not be gracing you with my presence.
Oh,
I'm going to be out.
no.
I know you're bummed out.
Does that mean we can have one of these gentlemen on the microphone again?
We will have a special guest commentator.
We do have one.
Oh,
it's
that's
not
right,
him.
you do, yeah.
He might be better than these guys, but I don't know.
It's highly possible. So, which that doesn't say a lot.
So Boyd, we're looking forward to you joining us. Bring a statistical atlas of information that we can.
He's already
on
sent
there.
it to us. I
He
mean,
has.
ridiculous. The amount of information.
So looks like we are lining up in the victory formation here, but I think that's victory formation. It is. Man,
I wanted to punch.
I want to punch one in too. I don't like victory formation. Even up 6, if we have more than 7, I'm okay. But again, it does not look like they're out of timeouts. They're not going to be able to stop the clock. So it's going to be a victory one way or the other. Wolves are going to go another game up in the win column.
All right, guys.
So
player of the game.
Player of the game. What do you got?
Give me Lane Rawls. I think Lane Rawls has been dominant this game.
Okay.
Done a great job running the ball when it needed to be ran. Even when they were loading the box, he's my player of the game all day long.
I'm going to go a little bit out on a limb here. Big return, big fumble caused, and a good kid all around.
Good kid all around.
Dakota Carter.
Hey, even if he's not player of the game, he does win good kid all around.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Trey Melton.
Hey, all three are good ones.
Hey,
and I think all three of them deserve it.
He was all over the place, so I'll give it to him.
And I don't know Trey very well, but I bet he's a good kid too.
Yeah,
he is.
Good kid.
He's a good kid.
Good kid.
Yeah.
All good kids.
Now, Lane Rawls, I don't know, but I can say that. No, Lane's a good kid. They're all good kids. Speaking of good kids, we have good kids running this. Try to remember this is a good kid broadcast. They're running everything for us. We're just the talking heads. They get up here and run our mouths. And the last thing I will say before tomorrow, Boomer Sooner, baby. Red River Shootout.
Go Pokes.
We will be back. We will be back on the radio on the internet Thursday night.
Before the game.
This week the game is Thursday evening.
Night.
So Thursday against Marietta. So we will be back. You've been listening to the Howl broadcast of the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. Brad Bentley, Bobby Alexander, and Jared Morris. We